sat for an hour and thought about the lies I would tell you, 'cause I couldn't stand losing face. I just gotta see you one more time to see what you're really worth to me, and maybe I'll be ready to confess. Then you will see me insecure.
Station station. Please make sure that all your belongings.
야들야들해. 감사합니다.
칼국수는 아니고
칼국수 좀 먹으면 돼.
아니? 이렇게 딸기로 맥주가 나오고 반대로 피자랑 커피만 나와요. 멍멍아. 생각보다 밝은데?
좋지.
그게
퓨처라이트. 확실히 달라.
So cute.
난 그 옆에 거 귀엽다.
Elegant.
응.
I've been torn up in a heartache like the moon. The sun's been pulling out the edge of me, hoping light comes through. Baby, hold me like a night sky holds a mood. Silly colors rushing me, and some I can't undo. I hold my tongue to hide the things I can't deny. I've been cutting out these things in me to make me feel alright. I've tried all these things, just don't feel right. Baby, it's all for what? Feeling like maximum. It's why I've been dimming down my sights. Baby, it's all for what? Feeling like maximum. Playing the wrong game is the first mistake I made.